Hey, y'all, we're back with more River Talk 2.0. I got to meet our next guest, Deacon, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, well, you're very lucky.
My, how time flies.
I like pretty girls.
Met her at a wedding.
Yeah, well, I can see why.
Hey, Sara McCall, how are you?
Good. How are y'all?
Yeah, you look like you know
great.
what you're doing for a wedding. You look like the type that would conduct a fine event.
I try.
Stunning and brilliant.
Yeah.
And those aren't adjectives. That's the name
That's
of her
the name of
business
it.
right
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
right, exactly.
That's just something willy-nilly to come off the top of your head. What's he talking about? Stunning and brilliant. Yeah. How'd you come up with the name?
Well, I looked through a lot of things, and everybody would use like a coastal name and things like that, and I was like, well, I'm not sure. And then I actually based the S off the first name of Sara. That's when obviously.
Oh, okay.
So that where stunning came from, and then I just played on another adjective and went with brilliant. So.
Okay.
And there it is.
Stunning and brilliant.
Yep.
The B means nothing. No family ties with that at all. No Meemaw somewhere named Aunt B or. Okay. Yeah. Stunning and brilliant. Well, I'm sure that your business has been impacted like practically just about every business on earth right now.
Absolutely.
Because the rule was you can't have more than 50 people gathering, and then it became 20, and then it became 10, and then it became 3. And, you know, Deacon, it's almost at this point now that they're almost affecting me with the number of people I have around me at any given time.
Telling you, buddy.
It's more than some families.
Yeah, it really is. But, boy, how do you can't prepare for anything like this.
Nope. I've been in the wedding industry for 10 years, and honestly, I could tell you a million different things that could go wrong, and this wasn't one of them. I've seen a venue burn down. I've had hurricanes. You know, I've seen it all, but who would have ever known
Well, let's
that?
go back. Let's talk about something a little more upbeat. The burning building down.
Let's not talk about that.
I'm stunning and brilliant. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But let's talk about that venue. That had to be...
Yes, it cost the clients a lot of money. So...
What, did they start the fire?
They did.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Boy, the plot thickens. Really?
Yeah, so it was at the end of the night. We won't use any names or where it was.
Yeah. We gotta protect the guilty.
So they had sparklers at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why a lot of venues don't allow sparklers anymore. So they had it on the, I actually just put it out right before the end, and it was like on the table, like towards the end where the doors were. And a little boy and his mom came, and she was like, oh, can we take one out and, you know, play with it? And I was like, sure, whatever. So I gave her a lighter, and they went out and they played with her, whatever. Well, I wasn't around when they came back in. Well, he put it back in with all of the other sparklers.
Oh,
Hey.
no.
Yeah. So it actually combusted, and it blew up, and it caught the chandelier on fire, the whole floor, the carpet, and obviously the fire truck showed up, and
Yeah,
the wedding
yeah.
was over. But the best part about it was the DJ literally played "The Roof Is on Fire." I can't make this up.
We don't need no water.
I about fell on the floor. I was like, "Oh my god, he's really playing!"
Wow.
Yeah,
Just did a whole montage of fire songs.
Yeah.
Fire.
Man, I'm telling you.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. It was
Now, when did
exciting
this
and-
happen? Is this...
probably about 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're like a farmer's insurance commercial.
We
Yeah, we've seen a lot of things.
Yeah. Wow.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get into this line of work? I mean, and then we'll touch on.
Totally. So I actually used to travel in NASCAR, and I did a lot of events for them, and I was on 6 airplanes a week, and I was never home, and I loved the whole...
I'm going to let you off with that. So you travel with NASCAR.
I did.
I was involved with NASCAR back in the 90s before
Okay.
you were born.
Well, a little bit before, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A little bit. You're too kind. And so but you were a little more committed to NASCAR than I was. You say you were flying on planes. What were you doing? You're on the promotional side of it?
Oh, yep, on the promotional side. So we'd fly out on Thursdays, do the whole event. I worked with Chevrolet, and then we'd fly out on Sundays as well. So literally every weekend.
Every weekend. Good
And it was
Lord.
amazing. It was an experience that, you know, you could never
No, were you flying commercial, or were you going in with the private teams? And
commercial?
Okay.
Yeah. We weren't that cool.
I got to do that a few times. That's a whole different world.
It's nice.
It's a whole different way to go enjoy a race.
No, totally. So then, from that, I really loved it, but obviously I didn't want to be traveling the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. So I kind of fell into the niche that I love the planning aspect, and I learned here in Myrtle Beach that it's a huge destination place for weddings. And so I did my first bridal show, and fake it till you make it, right? So
yeah, sure, yeah.
So yeah, that was in 2010. So.
Well, good. May I make a suggestion? Maybe now, after this thing is over, you might want to do a divorce event.
I've read some of that stuff right there too. Divorces are expected to go up because of everybody being in tight quarters. And
right.
And everybody's there when the mailman brings all the bills you can't pay. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we'll call it cut the knot.
Right. Yeah, cut the knot. There
look, you don't have to give me any percentage out of it. It's a suggestion.
No, absolutely.
That's sad, isn't it?
So that's how I got started, and I love it. So,
well, this is a strange time for a lot of us. So, to date,
it is.
How many weddings that you had booked have either been canceled or postponed?
We're up to 16 right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
postponed.
Postponed, but rescheduling.
Right.
There's a few that are just completely canceling. Like I said, this is a very destination place, so they're not. They just decided they don't want to travel and risk all their guests and things like that, even though we don't really know when this is going to end.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't want to plan for August, and then they have to, go another direction too. So mainly rescheduling because everybody still is getting married.
Sure.
So, but I've had a few cancellations. So
well, just don't kiss the bride. I mean, just stay away. Just stay 6 feet away and
right.
Throw the ring.
Yeah, so it's been a little tough. But the positive of it, we've actually created with our full planning now, we're going to be offering full wedding coverage insurance. So it'll cover cancellation and postponement. Yeah, I've added it in there. So even though they're still, obviously it's our fee that they'll be paying, I've incorporated that and got it into that fee.
How about that?
Yeah. So,
great idea.
So that way when this comes out, I can be like, oh, here's all your money back. Like, so. 16,
because when you did that first bridal show, you're thinking if you did 16 weddings in a year, boy, you had arrived.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
You doing okay, though? I mean, you still got folks that are still moving forward?
So actually this past week, we've actually booked a few for the fall and for next year. So people are still obviously getting married and moving forward, thinking that this is going to be over in the next 2 months-ish.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
How big is the 10-10-20 thing?
Huge.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I can't even tell you how many people have inquired for that date. So,
I never even thought about that.
Well,
why did you think of that?
Because, I'm a romantic at heart. I mean, I'm a lover. I really am. I mean, now that I think about it, I mean, you've seen me work.
Yeah.
You see, there's a softer, tender side. She's seen me at my best.
She's seen you at your best?
Yeah.
How about your wife? Has she seen you at your best?
No,
I mean, that's the question.
My wife's really seen me at my best. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that.
That's all right.
And I think I've got something like 23 years in now.
Yeah, wow, congrats. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Oh, yeah. It's been a great 10 years.
He knows he has to say that.
Right.
You're right. Okay.
Let me give you a shovel and dig your way out there, Jack.
Yeah, I
got one in my pocket here.
But how far out? Because Delaney and then Andrew, who many of you see, behind the scenes here on the show, they called in your services, and that was kind of a neat ceremony. When they asked me to be the officiant for that, I was like, okay, this is new.
Right. No, you were awesome. It was really entertaining and good.
Huh?
Well,
awesome.
Most of them are boring and old.
What, you were the entertainment or what?
No, I was like the officiant. I did the vows.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He made it official.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
You got a license to
so
do
I
that,
know
Jack?
for a fact that there's some people who have no clue when they bring me on board, but that turned out to be a really fun.
Wow. I'm impressed.
It was a lot of fun.
You didn't know that?
No, buddy.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think I even told Delaney how awesome you were, that you should definitely do more, so.
Oh, I don't know about all that. Of course, Greg Rolls does that, and he's not appearing nightly at the Alabama Theater. So I don't know, Greg. Maybe we need to join forces and start just
three people.
Yeah.
So the bride and the groom and you, right?
Yeah,
that's
that's all we really need right there. Yep. So you can find out more at elope.com. I don't know. Could we do that in South Carolina?
Yeah.
I might like just do a virtual wedding, get everybody on like an app, maybe FaceTime, Zoom, or something like that.
We got to figure out the marriage license because the courthouse is closed, right?
No, we can get that done.
Okay. All right.
Well, yeah. Nothing will stand in the face of love. I can promise you that. So what goes? This budgets of all size. I mean, because I have really seen how the wedding industry has just completely taken off. I know folks that spend $250,000, $300,000 on weddings.
Correct. Yeah. It just depends. It's very destination. So some people will come and, it'll just be 10 people and do something super small. And, you have people that bring in 500 people. So we do all different ranges though. So.
Man, we did a small one when I got married. It's like bring your own bag lunch and your own bottle of soda. I mean, it was like, whoa.
Really like that?
Yeah. I mean, that was her second marriage. It was my first. I didn't care about anything big.
I think I had right around 250 guests for mine.
That's a lot.
And I did it all myself. I was hard-headed, silly. Oh, it was brutal.
Most of them were creditors looking for him.
Yeah. And cashed in a lot of favors and blew out my back moving tables before the honeymoon. It was a fun time. Sarah, how can people find you?
They can find me on my website, stunningandbrilliantevents.com. Obviously, we're on Instagram, Facebook, all of those fun social media as well. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
May some normalcy come your way.
Yeah, really.
Gosh,
Good
I
luck.
hope so.
I mean,
you.
I'm sure everything's going to be fine. I mean, I look at everything in the future is going to be great.
Absolutely.
I believe Huey Lewis in the news said it was the power of love.
That's it.
Love and marriage. Get you some. We'll be back with more River Talk in a bit.